Hey everybody, this video is going to look at something that has appeared on driving test routes recently, and if you went into it without really understanding what was going up ahead, it could go bad. So I want to make sure people have seen it and they understand it. We're heading off to Wrockwardine, which is a village just beyond sort of Dot Hill and Wellington. We've turned right at that staggered crossroads. We're going down this 30 speed limit road. And it's the road that cuts from Wellington. I don't know if it's Dot Hill or Wellington. It don't really matter. It's the same area. There's only one way you can go, and it's off to Wrockwardine. So already, as you can see from the video, it's getting narrower in places. There's no centre marking anymore. There's no pavements. It's just a little bit snug. Already visibility is bad, as you can see. That cyclist we couldn't see until the last moment. So keep your eyes on the speed control down here. You are going to see some pretty terrifying speed limit signs in a moment. Yes, you are correct. That says national speed limit. We're going to pretty much ignore those, though. Please don't try and do national speed limit down here. It's just not safe. As you can see, you go around this corner under the bridge. Until you get under that bridge, the view isn't very good at all. Try and stay in the middle there, because there's always mud there. You don't want to, there's a nasty pothole on the left as well, so you don't want to go too close to the left on that bit. There's also like a little ditch here as well, so don't get your left wheels caught in the ditch if possible. This is a two-way road, ladies and gentlemen. So if you've not done country roads before on driving lessons, or when you've been driving with family and friends, please come and familiarise yourself. There are passing places, there's driveways, as you saw on the left there. There's wider patches of the road. I'm just keeping left of centre. I'm not sticking way too close to that hedge. It might look quite close. It's because I've got quite a wide angle lens on my dash cam. And I'm always looking for an escape plan. So even when I'm going around these bends with not a lot of visibility, I'm thinking, okay, if a vehicle comes the other way now, where can I pull in? How can I help them and us to make sure we flow? We're not any massive issues. No one's having to reverse massively. I use what's called a limit point, so I'm looking at where the left-hand bit of the curb meets the right-hand bit of the curb and points, like I've got to that just before we get to that tree there. And as that expands, I know I can kind of maintain my same speed as long as it's expanding with me. If that point that I'm using is shrinking and getting closer to me as I'm driving towards it, I might want to slow down a little bit because my visibility is getting worse. Going back to a normal speed, normal-ish speed now, 30 speed limit. Again, more passing places left and right there. This is a narrow bit on the corner. Please note this is also a bus route. I have met a bus coming the other way on this corner, in fact. And thankfully it was on the corner and not anywhere else, because it wasn't too bad on the bend. Now we're almost in Wrockwardine village, guys, and it's going to drop to a 20 speed limit shortly. So you're almost through the first section of this nasty country road. But you've then got to get this junction right in a moment. So if you're following sat-nav on your driving test, the sat-nav will say, in 100 yards, for example, 20 speed limit, there it is, 100 yards, turn right. And a lot of people will just go to the end of the road, to follow the road all the way around, and then stop at the end and realise, oh, actually, turning right's really awkward, though. I can't do that now. So if I'm going to stop here and I'm going to show, nothing's behind me, so I'm going to stop and show you. If you're turning left, you want to continue following the road ahead and turn left at the end. If you're turning right, you want to use that cut-through bit on the right-hand side, like I'm doing here. And you've then got a secondary giveaway here to stop and wait at. The view on the right is awful because there's big trees blocking your view of the road. So I've waited here, and you might think, who's he waiting for? There is a car on the right coming. I don't want to rush out of that junction. There are parked cars straight after my turn here as well. So if I'd have moved out, I might have blocked that car. Now I can see it's safe better as I've crawled forward. I didn't want to have to stop behind these people who, taking the stuff out of their boot straight away without affecting the other car. So it's safer and lower risk for me just to wait at that T-junction, wait for the road to be completely safe, crawl forwards, and then go past that junction there. Still in the 20 speed zone, as you can see. You're not going to be able to get much quicker than 20 around here anyway. Now make sure you follow the road, and the road bends round to the right. Don't go ahead, that's a different road. See, there's a centre mark in there. That follows around to the right. Don't cross those giveaway lines and don't try and go ahead. That is not your road. You need to indicate to go that way. Still quite narrow in this final patch, going past what I believe is like a community hall on the right hand side. Still a 20 speed limit for this bit, so just keep an eye on your speed coming down a bit of a hill. It does change back to 30, so avoiding those curbs on the left and the right that are there for show, I guess, to make you aware that you're leaving the village. Downhill though, quite hard to maintain 30 down this hill, so just keep your foot covering that brake. And then it does gradually go back to a 40 speed zone momentarily. It's not quite over yet, though. We're not quite back in normal territory just yet. As you can see, the road's a bit wider now. Plenty of space for that silver vehicle to pass me. We're coming to a T-junction. And again, if you didn't have your wits about you, you could just go sailing past this. It's like a slightly angled T-junction. We're turning right at the end. And there is a giveaway road sign. And there are markings on the floor. So please make sure you're looking ahead rather than looking down at the floor. Back to 30, and there's your giveaway marking. And you want to really pause here because the view on the left isn't very good until you reach the line. That comes from Allscott, and we're heading right over this little humpback bridge back into Shorebirch and Admerston. And there you go, we've survived Wrockwardine village. Please make sure you go and see that on lessons, or with your family and your friends if you're learning with them, and stay safe.